some of our methods. Really, it's about partnerships for us. We're not a contractor, and so there's some advantages to that in operating under agreements with the Forest Service. We use cost share agreements, and when you use a cost share agreement, you're able to provide a match on the funds. So we'll generally put up some of our own funding, we'll match it with volunteer hours, tools and equipment. So if you're a contractor, you can't put up a match. So that's the benefit of the Forest Service and state parks looking to agreements. So we're able to leverage the funds sometimes by as much as 1,500%. So it's a good program. Cost recovery, sometimes we'll pay the Forest Service to conduct NEPA studies and they don't have the funding. So we enter into a cost recovery where we'll pay for their efforts to get work done. And then we have volunteer agreements that basically allow us to keep maintenance on the trails and run an Adopt a Trail program. And so our mission is really super simple, to take care of our trails, but most importantly for us is to have fun, because it's a lot of work. And so we were established in 2003. Since then we've produced around 50,000 volunteer hours just on the Plumas and the Tahoe. And exciting for us is that we employ up to 20 full-time employees during the season. So with a payroll of around $600,000 last year. So those full-time employees are made up of some administrative staff, a full-time professional trail building crew that goes, right now they're digging 6 days a week. We also have like our employees at the bike shop. And the way the bike shop fits in is that it's public outreach and education. We do a lot of outreach and volunteer recruitment out of our shop. And then we also, in the summers, we hire high school students and we train them up on how to use the tools, techniques in the woods. They get first aid, CPR certified. Our medical director does a wilderness first responder class with them. And then they're camped out in the woods sometimes for as long as 12 days at a time, cooking their own meals, sleeping in tents. And these are skills that these kids are going to be able to carry on. Like they'll probably move out of Plumas County, but they'll have some really valuable skills. So last year we hosted 462 volunteers, which generated like our in-kind contribution, because we're leveraging all these towards grants, was around $80,000. We built 15 and a half miles of brand new trail last year and restored 34 miles, and some of that restoration was actually taking old logging roads that have been decommissioned and revitalizing them, mostly in the Quincy area. And it's not cheap to produce these events, so we spent around $80,000 producing these events between staff time, food, travel, making sure we had the proper tools. But our total contribution to the trails last year was around $160,000. And one of our keys is Trail Daze events. We host these things. It seems like, we start with saying we're going to do 10 in a season. We end up, doing around 30. But these are anywhere from weekend events to like midweek events. Like a good example is Patagonia. Midweek, they'll send out their employees to come and work with us. They're fully paid by Patagonia. But we'll get a full day's work out of like 12 of them helping us on different trails. So we try and make our staff available for any of the partners that want to come out and help us dig. So one of the keys to our success really is like making it family friendly. We have good food at these outings. We have beer sponsors that always make it fun. And we work in incredible places. So we also host mountain epics. Like these happen twice a year. This year we have one in Downeyville and we have one in Quincy, where we basically, fully cater to our members, all their food, all their beers taken care of. We do a day in the, recreating, and then we do a day of trail work on the trails that we use. So Trail Kids is part of every one of our trail work days. And actually Kyla's here, she leads our Trail Kids program. And it's mainly about like getting kids into the woods, doing a little bit of work, but engaging them in the outdoors, and educating them on the trees and the watersheds, and gives the parents a little bit of a break. They can drop their kids off, they can go dig with the pro crew, and know that their kids are in good hands and having a good time.